One of the most strategically critical sectors of the 21st century is the global semiconductor industry. Microelectronics are essential to nearly every aspect of contemporary existence, from defense systems and advanced computing to artificial intelligence and telecommunications. In this context, Russia has accelerated its efforts to achieve technological self-reliance by attempting to modernize and reconstruct its domestic semiconductor ecosystem. The Zelenograd Nanotechnology Center, often called ZNTC, is right at the center of this transformation. It's evolving quickly, bringing together research, engineering, and actual production into one connected platform. The story really becomes clearer when you look at the momentum. Recent developments at ZNTC include new facilities, improvements in chip packaging, and steady progress in lithography. All of this points towards something bigger, a full-cycle microelectronics industry slowly taking shape inside Russia. Microelectronics is no longer just another industrial sector. It now directly influences national security, economic resilience, and technological competitiveness. For years, Russia depended heavily on imported semiconductor technologies, especially advanced manufacturing tools and materials. That dependence created weak points, particularly in high-tech industries where reliability and independence matter most. ZNTC's mission is built around fixing that. The center is working across the entire semiconductor chain, from design to packaging to testing, to build domestic alternatives. The goal isn't instant parity with global leaders. It's something more realistic and long-term, a system that can sustain itself and grow. And honestly, that kind of foundation matters more than flashy short-term wins. Back in April 2026, insights into this direction came through an interview with Anatoly Kovalev. He outlined not just current projects, but the broader ambition. ZNTC, according to him, isn't only scaling production, it's preparing for the next generation of microelectronics technologies. Under his leadership, the center has taken on a dual role. It acts as both a technological innovator and an industrial enabler. Work spans advanced packaging, lithography systems, and newer ideas like chiplet-based architectures. It's a bit like building both the tools and the factory at the same time. One of the most visible signs of progress came in January 2026. That's when a new 1,200 square meter assembly and testing facility was commissioned. This marked a serious upgrade in Russia's ability to process and package semiconductor components domestically. The facility can handle up to 200,000 microchips per month. It supports both large industrial orders and small specialized production runs. That flexibility is important because the market ranges from mass consumer electronics to very niche defense or industrial systems. The real strength of the facility lies in advanced packaging formats like PBGA, FC-BGA, and HFCBGA. These are essential for modern high-performance chips. They allow better heat management, tighter integration, and improved electrical performance. In simple terms, they make chips more powerful and more reliable. And here's something practical. The facility was built with scaling in mind. With further investment, production could rise to 500,000 packages per month. So it's not just about today, it's clearly built for future demand. The journey to this point didn't happen overnight. Back in 2021, ZNTC mastered three-dimensional assembly technology. Then in 2023, it developed its first domestic multiplexer. Step by step, capability has been building. By 2026, the launch of advanced BGA packaging lines marked another leap. These systems allow more complex circuits to fit into smaller spaces. It's a quiet kind of progress, but extremely important. The facility supports die sizes from 5 by 5 millimeters up to 25 by 25 millimeters. Lead pitch can go down to 0.8 millimeters, with even finer options being explored. That kind of range makes it adaptable across industries. There's also a strong focus on thermal management. Especially for power and microwave electronics, managing heat is critical. ZNTC is working on specialized enclosures and materials to handle this. Because overheating, well, it ruins everything. Lithography, of course, remains one of the toughest challenges. In 2025, ZNTC began selling its first domestic lithography systems at 350 nanometers. Not cutting-edge globally, but still a major milestone locally. The next step is already planned. A 130 nanometer facility is targeted for 2027. That shift alone could significantly improve chip performance and efficiency. At the same time, work is ongoing on electron-beam lithography at 150 nanometers. This is more precise and suited for specialized applications. It's not mass production, but it's important for pushing boundaries. Another key development is defect inspection. Systems are being built to detect irregularities as small as 45 nanometers. That level of precision is crucial for maintaining quality and yield. ZNTC is also developing photolithography cluster systems for deep ultraviolet processes. These will support very large-scale integrated circuits on 200mm wafers. It's a move toward more industrial-scale production. And this is where things get interesting. Chiplet technology is now under development in collaboration with NIIMA Progress. The idea is to combine 5 separate chips on a single silicon interposer. Instead of one big chip, you get multiple smaller ones working together. It's more flexible, often cheaper, and easier to upgrade. Globally, this is becoming a major trend, and ZNTC is stepping into it early. Quality control is another area where the center is focusing heavily. The assembly line achieves yields of around 90%. That's supported by detailed inspection at every stage. Most materials used in production are domestically sourced. Some specialized chemicals still come from abroad, especially photoresists. But there are active efforts to replace those with local alternatives. Collaboration is also key. ZNTC works with companies like Microelectronics and MCST. These partnerships help build a broader ecosystem. This is something Altitude Addicts has been tracking closely. Not just the technology, but how the ecosystem is forming around it. Of course, challenges remain. The global semiconductor industry is dominated by a few very advanced players. Catching up isn't easy, and it won't happen quickly. Access to advanced equipment and skilled personnel is still limited. But progress is steady. Maybe slower than headlines suggest, but steady. The roadmap is clear. Better packaging, improved lithography, and expansion into new technologies like chiplets. It's all building towards something larger. And yes, Altitude Addicts has covered similar transitions before. This one just feels more layered. In the end, the development of ZNTC reflects a broader shift in Russia's technological direction. It's about rebuilding capability, step by step. The new facility, producing hundreds of thousands of chips monthly, is a major milestone. Combined with research and partnerships, it shows long-term intent. Altitude Addicts sees this as more than just catching up. It's about reshaping how a country approaches microelectronics entirely. And while challenges remain, the trajectory is clear. ZNTC isn't standing still, it's moving forward, one layer at a time. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of the channel to encourage us.